My name is Emma Carter, and for a long time I believed love was something you waited for quietly, even if it hurt. I live in a small coastal town called Seabrook Cove, just outside Boston. It's the kind of place where mornings smell like salt and coffee, where people wave even if they don't know your name. I'm 30 years old, and I work as a front desk coordinator at a seaside inn. My life used to be simple, predictable, safe. After a few painful relationships in my 20s, I stopped hoping for anything serious. I told myself love wasn't meant for me. I focused on work, routine, and quiet evenings by the ocean. I didn't feel lonely, just protected. Then Ryan Walker walked into my life. He arrived at the inn on a rainy Tuesday afternoon for a business assignment. From the moment I handed him his room key, something felt different. He wasn't loud or charming in an obvious way. He was calm, polite, and carried a tired kindness in his eyes. When he thanked me, he really looked at me as if I mattered. Over the next 2 weeks, Ryan became a familiar presence. Every morning he stopped by the desk to ask about coffee spots or quiet places to walk. In the evenings after his workday ended, we talked about books, stress, city life, and small dreams we hadn't shared with anyone else. Sometimes we walked along the beach. Other times we sat near the old pier watching the sunset. With him, silence felt comfortable. For the first time in years I felt seen. One night, as the waves moved gently under a sky full of stars, Ryan said softly, "Being with you feels like peace." That was the moment my heart crossed a line. When his stay ended, I told myself it was just a brief connection, something nice, nothing more. But he kept calling, texting, checking in every day. A month later he returned, not to the inn but to a small rental near the harbor. He invited me over for dinner. We cooked together, laughed, danced barefoot in the kitchen. It felt real, natural, like something that had been missing quietly fell into place. Then came the truth. One evening while we sat on the couch holding warm mugs of tea, Ryan grew quiet. "There's something I need to tell you," he said. My chest tightened. "I'm married," he whispered. "I have 2 kids." The world stopped. I couldn't speak. My hands went cold. My heart felt like it had shattered without making a sound. He explained how his marriage was empty, how they stayed together for the children, how he never planned to fall for me. I walked out into the cold night, listening to the waves crash harder than before. I wanted to scream, to cry, to disappear. For days I didn't answer his messages. My mind fought my heart. I knew it was wrong, but I also knew I loved him. A week later we met near the beach. I told him how hurt I felt. He didn't make excuses. He just said, "I care about you." And against my better judgment I stayed. We became a secret. Ryan visited once or twice a month. Always the same quiet house. No public dates. No photos. No future plans. Just moments stolen from real life. He listened to me. Remembered small details. Made me feel important, but only in the shadows. Slowly I started to disappear. I stopped meeting friends. I waited for his messages. I built my life around his visits. I smiled less. I questioned myself more. Standing alone on the beach one evening, I finally asked, "Is this love? Or am I just afraid to be alone?" The answer scared me. After one of his visits, I noticed something painful. He never left anything behind. No clothes. No toothbrush. No sign that he existed in my world. But I existed completely in his. That night I cried, not because he was cruel but because I finally understood. I was never his choice. I was his escape. My closest friend Lily knew everything. One evening she looked at me and said, "You deserve someone who chooses you in the daylight, not just in secret." Her words stayed with me. When Ryan visited again, I told him the truth, that I was tired of waiting, tired of being second. "I love you," I said, "but I want a real life." He said he loved me too. But when I asked, "Why won't you choose me?" he had no answer. That silence was everything. When he left that night, I didn't call. I didn't text. For the first time, I chose myself. Healing wasn't easy. I cried. I missed him. But slowly I returned to life. Morning walks. Coffee with friends. Writing again, something I once loved. I enrolled in a local writing class just for myself. That's where I met Ethan Brooks. He wasn't dramatic. He didn't chase. He listened. After class, we talked about stories, dreams, and small hopes. He never rushed me, never asked for more than I could give. One evening by the ocean, I told him my past, the waiting, the pain, the hidden love. He looked at me gently and said, "You deserved better then, and you still do." With Ethan, love didn't hurt. It didn't hide. It felt calm, honest, safe. Months later, sitting on a park bench watching children play, he asked me softly, "Do you believe in love again?" I smiled. "Yes," I said. "The kind that chooses me." Looking back, I don't regret my past. It taught me self-worth. It taught me that love without respect is not love at all. And now I know this truth. Love should never make you feel small. It should feel like coming home. Thank you for watching Classic Stories. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that remind us how powerful compassion truly is.